Hey, we're live. Hey guys, this is Baby Ricky's Spring Adventure Part 4.
Take one, action.
Take one action, Tony said. So, you guys, here we are. It took us a while to get started today. They were trying to say it's because I was emailing Miss Guston and all that, but actually, some of the, one thing I want to tell you guys at home, you don't have this problem, but when you're in class, I always pick up the paintings off the back counter every class period. The problem is, sometimes people will put their painting up. Like last period, there was a group of boys, and this is before lunch, right, because they came back. They started putting their pictures up while second period stuff was still on the counter, and luckily I saw it, and I stopped them. But sometimes if you put your stuff up when the last class is still up there, it gets mixed up. Now today, the back counter's clear because those guys went to lunch. Theirs were dry by the time, before you guys even started. So, but like the rest of the day, that could be a problem. Now, we found Tony's.
Yeah.
Some of them we can't. Hey, by the way, you guys, you'll see what, I didn't know what to do in these. Like, I didn't know if I wanted to add water. Each one, I thought I'd do different. They actually start looking a lot alike. I ended up putting a pond.
What we should do on ours?
I already know what I'm doing on ours. Another pond. Another pond. The reason I put ponds on these is I went across all the way with those trees, but on ours, I don't know if you remember yesterday, I left a gap. So you can see real lightly I drew some lines like a little creek. So instead, now, of course you can. Instead of a pond, I think this one I'm going to make it into a creek. So today, I'm really just going to put down a watery coat of green. Now girls, put it on the set back there. And kind of a watery coat of blue. And then, you guys on... Alright, Duncan's got to sharpen his pencil right during... Okay, there you go. Now, you guys, my intention would be we'll come back on Monday, and I'll add in trees and other details that are in the foreground, right? Maybe on my old ones, I might make a golf course out of it. You know? I might. Hey, girls, quiet on set. Now, shh. Now, another little thing I wanted to talk about while I'm getting my colors ready. I'm starting with my green, right? While I'm getting that ready, quick show and tell of Claire's. She has a really nice one that would be like a golf course. But there was a problem. I always set it up here on my tissue box. The bad thing is, right next to my tissue box is the hand sanitizer. You can see these spots. They just showed up after lunch, and I'm thinking somebody came up and used the hand sanitizer. It squirted on Claire's picture. Hopefully, she can make those into birds like Bob Ross would suggest. Now, you guys, another thing, this is my fourth period class that we've been filming with every day these past couple weeks. Well, my fifth period, they want to film too. So, listen, you can hear all the complaining back there. So what we're going to do is I'm going to film both of them. And I'm going to post both of them.
Say which one you like better.
And now, Paisley, it's going to come down to one thing. In my opinion, now I don't know what your guys' opinions will be, but in my opinion, it would be the ones that, let me talk and they're quietest, and you know what I mean? Now, that's not saying you can't have gossip time, but I'm just saying that sometimes all the interruptions. Now, you guys, earlier today I was kind of watering down my paper where I wanted to paint to. Hey, have you guys, my fourth period, or third period, I'm sorry, we watched those Bob Ross videos for our brain breaks after lunch.
So do we.
And he always says to paint a little darker down here closer to you. So I've been trying to do that on my pictures. I'm going to try and go lighter back here in the back, and then a little darker as it gets closer to me. So I'm actually watering down, not all the way, but about halfway. And then it'll thin out my paint just a touch. Okay? Let's try it. Now I already have it thinned out in my tray here. You guys can see that on YouTube. Now I don't know how many people we still have at home watching. I think
Just
Paulo and
That's like 15 views a day. I do.
we have what?
You have like 20 views a day.
20 views. 20 views. Wow. That's more than remote learning.
You want like 114 views each remote learning.
I'm just kidding. Remote learning was a lot more views.
Are you painting the grass?
I'm painting the grass. I'm doing an undercoat of grass. All right? There's going to be more coats on it, more details, but it's kind of my undercoat. Now again, I'm going to have a little darker as I get closer to myself, and I don't mean darker like black, but just more intense color. A little less. Shh, quiet on set back there. Shh. Now, you guys,
Mr. Anderson, I have a question.
okay, there's a question. This is good. Let's hear the question without anybody saying anything.
Are we going to add a body of water today?
Yes, I'm going to start adding water on this little creek that I made. Some people made ponds today. I made ponds today, but I'm going to do a creek for this one. Now, you guys,
I don't want to make it pretty.
you don't have to. Remember, whatever you guys want to make it into, you can. This isn't, you guys are free to create your own little world. Doesn't have to be exactly like mine. I guess the real idea would be that we do the same amount of layers. You know, we each get on here and paint each day. And then we don't have people just paint one day and it's over. So if anything, it's to motivate you to paint multiple layers. And since we're on part 4, we're on our 4th layer, right? Let me add a little more water on here. There we go. Now, one thing, I didn't mix quite enough paint, but I think I'll make it. Now, we'll try and do a show and tell again today. If we have time, good. If we have time. Now, right now, though, we're looking at, we've got time. So, the latest gossip I heard was about, oh, I probably shouldn't say it.
You don't say it.
It's about,
Gossip. I'll do gossip.
all right.
So, a kid got a shirtless pic of some guy.
No, Duncan, not that kind of stuff.
And
Let's
then
not hear that kind
Mikey
of,
and this other
Duncan.
person are back to talking.
Woo! Mikey's back. Mikey's back.
Oh my gosh, Duncan.
What were you going to say? Mr. Anderson, what were you going to say?
Mine was about a couple that are seeing each other now or something.
Who? Oh.
Yeah, that's the one I heard.
Yeah, we should get a healthy relationship. Healthy. Who, Robert? Chloe and Sammy.
Yeah, you guys probably couldn't hear that back in YouTube land. But hey, I'm going to start adding some water, a light blue color. I have a touch of green in it too.
Healthier than mine.
Hey, there's a touch of black in this too. That's just because it was there on my tray. Sometimes I have something in my tray, I'll just add it and see what happens. Maybe it'll be good.
You finished your grass already?
I did finish the grass. Hey, one thing, if I'm doing this water, bluish color next to my wet grass, it could bleed into it a little bit. However, I did notice on one of mine, it did that here. Whoa, whoa, why can't you see that? Down at the bottom it did that, but it kind of made it look like the grass is greener, or coming up in front of the pond, you know? So that's not a horrible thing. It was a good effect.
Wait, you said we can add aliens?
Hey, by the way, let's talk about aliens. So, Tage is doing his with a landscape of Mars, and I think on Monday he's going to start adding in a rover or something like
I
that.
got a water drop on one of my mountains, and now I want to turn it into an alien. It's a little dot. Let's do it.
Yeah, you might as well do it.
There we go. We got some little alien.
Let me finish this blue, and then we'll do a quick show and tell before we wrap it up today. Here, I'm not real happy with my water right now, but I'm going to add a little water to it and water it down. Spread it out a little bit. I don't mind if there's some white in it. Now you guys, I see I left a little bit of this white way back here.
Can we do like pebbles around or like big rocks around our feet?
Okay, great question. Hey, listen. Shh, shh, shh. Great question. Now my plan is to, on Monday, of course I keep saying Monday because tomorrow we're going to play drawies. And by the way, you guys, I went around in my yard again this morning, and I did find a couple more rocks that came out of hibernation, like this one right here. So I'll have some pet rock prizes for our drawies game tomorrow. Now, you guys, so we won't paint tomorrow. We'll do our quiz over Norman Rockwell. We will then and then tomorrow we will play our game, and there'll be pet rock prizes, among other things like the temporary tattoos and stuff. You'll probably need them for if there's Purdue and Penn State play. So, you guys, another thing. Monday, I was planning on adding more details. Somebody mentioned rocks.
Oh, I already added that.
Well, okay, but just let me say something, Duncan. I'm thinking about putting in details along the banks, and I'll talk more about that on Monday, just so that we can have this work out. Now, you guys, in case you're trying to compare the two classes, we'll notice, well, you guys can be the judge, because we're going to compare both the classes today. So here is our show and tell. This is EC4 A plus M. See the A plus M there in the EC4. Look at that. Isn't that nice? It's written on the mountain. That's a beautiful job. Looks like somewhere in South America. Oh, these the pebbles?
Yeah.
So Duncan added pebbles on the side of his, and some bats and birds.
No, I added birds. That's an alien.
Oh, that's the alien. Alien. I thought that was a bat.
Look, I'm not done with my
That's a
pebbles
nice
yet,
alien, though. Oh, not done? Oh, I see. Pebbles are being slowly, this is Aubrey's, and they're slowly being added in here, just like Bob Ross would do. This is beautiful. Look at the sky in that one. Zoom in. Whoa, look at that sky. That's a nice one. Beautiful. So there's our show and tell. Hey, you guys, I'm going to sign off for today. We only have about 9 minutes, maybe less, before we have to get out of here. So you're not just staring at the table. I'll put Claire's there. Did you want to put yours away? Go ahead.
Can I go to the bathroom?
Yeah. Okay, now you guys, wait till they get back. Wait till those two get back. They need to go. Okay, so I'll see you guys. Actually, we're doing another video of this same thing. If you're interested in watching both, it'll be kind of the same thing, except I have a
there's
different
doesn't have the
painting.
gossip.
And it'll be a different class, different gossip. Anyway,
Laying class, laying
see you
gossip,
tomorrow, or
laying
I'll see you after that. It'll be Mondays before we do another video. So,
Like, subscribe, and
yeah, that's right. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. I don't think you could comment on that.
No, you can't.
So, anyway, see ya.